I'm Parvati, and I am here to act as the cornerstone to lead to UGC NET ship. For me, UGC NET exam is a gig that I am very much addicted to. In my first attempt, I discovered few texts like glossary of literary terms and highlighted them as introduction to literary studies. But I failed to pass the exam that time. As a teacher, I needed to balance my work, studies, and personal life. But I never let it bother me or lower my spirit. And they reminded me about why I began, the reasons behind my pursuit, and self motivated. Every one of you are pursuing for UGC NET and GRF. And sometimes when we fail in an exam or when some other people gets and we left behind, we all feel demotivated like, oh no, I don't think I will get it. It's very tough. Or the cutoff is very high. But guys, listen to me. It's not like that. UGC NET exam is yours. It is for those people who will try without failing themselves, who have that willpower to conquer whatever they wish for. So let me say, how did I study? In the first few examinations, I just went through the books. And for paper one, I only focused on communication, teaching aptitude, research, and such theory papers. But later I understood that learning only few chapters or only few topics will never take me to anywhere. So I decided to make a master plan and follow that. And according to that, I selected some text. For example, for paper 2, as my major is English, I chose Harry Blamier's Introduction to Literary Studies, then Oxford Companion, then M.H. Abrams' Glossary of Literary Terms.
Friends, if you are looking for more PYQs on this topic, you can refer to the Unit N questions in my UGC NET Paper 1 book that provides you with 6500 plus solved unit-wise questions with detailed solutions and hints. But hey, what if you are looking for online mock tests that can help you practice questions in online exam format? If that's what you are looking for, you can join our newly updated online mock test series with a wide range of full-length tests available on the Arpita Karwa learning app. These tests perfectly replicate the UGC NET exam interface, providing you with a real-life exam experience. Plus, after each test, you'll receive a detailed performance report and see where you stand in the All India leaderboard.
And also, I followed my notes. Then what? I made a list of authors and went through the important details of their works. You all know that we will not be able to cover everything or every details of a novel or a poetry. So, and also we know that every author might have written a number of works. So in that case, I relied on Spark Notes and Gradeshammer to get the summary, themes, and analysis. And for paper 1, for the first time, I watched Arpita ma'am's videos. Then I followed her tricks and tips, and that helped me a lot. Then, if you ask me whether paper 1 or paper 2 is important, I must tell you this, guys. Both are very important. To get a high percentile, to score much, you need to get good scores for paper 2 and paper 1. Then, yeah, it is true that maybe sometimes you will try one time, then 2 times, then 3 times, but you would fail and fail and fail. And it may lead to make you think that no, I don't worth it, or I cannot pass this exam. But trust me, people, you will get it. Just try. Just never let yourself down. You will get it. Maybe your strategy is wrong. Or maybe the books you're covering is wrong. Or maybe you're overstressed. Just point out the problem, analyze yourself, reflect on yourself, and you will get it. Trust me. Then, as for the change in exam patterns, you all know that for paper 2 in English, nowadays chronology questions are very high number. Indian English literature is very much included in the syllabus, and up to marks up to 40 Indian English questions are appearing for examination. And for paper 1, they are increasing the toughness of DI, logical reasoning, and reading comprehension. But don't worry, you will get it. Because we are here to help you. And with help and effort, you will surely succeed in your pursuit. And my preparation strategy for paper 1 is to say that paper 1 is very difficult for me. I am not too good in maths to say data interpretation, mathematical reasoning. So what I did is practice. That's the only way you can cover it. I practice 5 questions a day of DI and mathematical reasoning, and that's how I just cracked my UGC NET. And I never considered this practicing as a burden, but instead I became more confident that, oh God, yes, now I am able to crack this problem. Now I can do this DI. Wow, I am getting scores. And I became more and more confident and happy about myself. I felt proud that I'm practicing every day and I am getting it. So believe me, in the beginning, you may feel that, oh my God, 5 questions a day? It's very difficult to practice like that. It will take a lot of time. But trust me, it will take time, but it will enhance your intelligence, it will enhance your powers, and obviously, you will score marks.
Friends, you'll be glad to know that my UGC NET Paper 1 book has been praised for its innovative teaching style by the legendary Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Further, if you're looking for video lectures that can explain the plot of important works of Paper 2 English, then consider enrolling in my online course for UGC NET English. I'm proud to launch India's first animated video course where I've explained over 500 important plays, novels, and poems in an engaging way. For more details, check out the description box.
When for me, most important paper in paper 1 is DI. It's because we can expect questions for DI in every examination. Sometimes the patterns are different, but questions are there. That's for sure. So 5 questions, 10 mark from DI is must, which is study. So DI is very important. Next is reading comprehension. Again, 5 questions, 10 mark. So you can never skip DI and reading comprehension because you will surely get mark from that area. Then obviously the most challenging area in paper 1 for me was DI and mathematical reasoning. And how did I overcome that? Simple. I decided that I'm not going to give up. DI cannot left me behind. If I want to get UGC NET, I must crack this too. So I just decided that I will learn it. And I started. I studied every day. Every day I learn any topic like timetable wise, sometimes paper 2, paper 1. But after every timetable section, I will go to DI and mathematical reasoning. Before sleeping, I will do 5 problems at least. That was my method to fight back my fear of DI and mathematical reasoning. And for paper 2, we all know that English is like a vast ocean. And from that vast ocean, if you want to catch a particular fish, it is very, very difficult. You need to go everywhere. You need to dive into the depths of this ocean. So, for that, the thing I did is I divided the sections like British, American, Indian, and for minor section, Black, post colonial, American, as I already mentioned, Australian, Canadian, like that. And I gave more prominence to British and English and American. And in that session itself, um, let me see you an example. We know that there are 38 plays of Shakespeare. And it is impossible to read the original text of all 38 plays and all 154 sonnets. In that case, what I did is I went through the summaries of all 38 plays and read some major plays like the four tragedies and the important tragicomedies. And for the other works, I just went through the summaries. When I say I just went through the summaries, you must know that I thoroughly read the summary, analyzed it, I went through the themes, I memorized the characters by connecting it with something and something in making quotes and all. And I made a list of important authors from the 20th and 19th century. For example, Charles Dickens, D.H. Lawrence. They are some important figure. Then Samuel Beckett, Harold Pinter. And by finding out just I mainly followed the previous year question papers and yes, followed my intuition and selected a few writers and their entire work. Again, I didn't went through the entire work, but read few important works. Then read the summary and analysis of other works and thoroughly examined it, went through the themes and characters and tried to make quotes and connective links to remember them. The next important thing is literary theory. We know that different kinds of varieties of questions appear from literary theory in UGC NET. We cannot expect uh, how this question will pop up in your question paper. So to learn literary theory, just never consider literary theory as a burden. That's the first thing. Literary theory is fun. You will get to think about some quirky ideas. You will get to know some funny perspectives of these theorists, critics. So understand it as something very funny, interesting, and go through it. Also, pin out the important or the most relevant theories analyzed in the previous year question paper. For example, in some exam, UGC will focus on post-colonial theory. In the other exam, they will focus on post-structuralism. So you just try to understand that pattern and also your intuition and choose some theories and give emphasis to that separately. You have to learn all theories, but along with that, have to pinpoint certain theories and study it deeply because UGC often chooses one or two theory particularly and takes more questions from that. Then the study materials I used are mainly, as I said, the books like Harry Blumies and all. Then I relied on YouTube videos mainly from Arpita ma'am's paper 1 and paper 2. Then other thing is that while studying for this exam, on multiple occasions I faced this question that you have been writing this exam for a long time but you are not getting anywhere. Sometimes you reach the brim and just fails. Sometimes the cutoff is 99.7 and you only get 99.5. And how are you keeping your morale so high? How are you not losing your spirit? For that, I only have one answer. UGC NET JRF exam is like a game for me now. So every time I'm so much enthusiastic, I'm so much spirited. I love to study. I I always face some starting troubles. Right? Oh God, have I need to study? Oh, it's just so much. How can I do this? But when I start, I never stop. And even if I fail for point 0.1 percentile, I am like, okay, I got this much. Next time I will score more. That's my principle. I was just like, start, restart, let's restart, let's restart. Fun. That's my strategy. That's my technique. I love to study for UGC NET exam now. Actually, I'm very much obsessed with studying for UGC now. Even though I have started with the preparation for my PhD, even though I have written my first proposal, I'm still so much curious to write UGC exams more and more. I passed my UGC exam in 2023 December cycle. After that, even though I got some chance to join for PhD, I decided that I will join for PhD only after getting JR. You know the benefits of getting JR. You'll get a good stipend and you will get uh, many guides. Like you don't need to search for guides like anything. Guides will come to you. Then obviously it is an achievement. So I am waiting to crack my JR of this time. But yes, after attaining JRF, I will miss writing UGC NET because now I'm used to it. It's like a part of my life because it's so entertaining to learn, relearn, learn, and relearn. And I want you people also to do the same. Learn. Even after we become an assistant professor, we have to learn, sometimes unlearn, sometimes learn, relearn. So this learning is a part of us. Learning, appearing for test. A test is not always something like UGC NET exam. Sometimes standing in front of your pupils is also a test. Sometimes you may fail, sometimes you may win. So this happens. Just know that it happens and you will get over that. You will get through that. So just learn, learn, learn. Thank you.